guys, welcome to the first video from Guitar Garage. I'm Sharif, the guitar therapist. If you guys have been following me, yeah, you know what I've been doing for the past couple of years. I repair, fix, custom build, rebuild guitars, repaint. I just do all sorts of modifications to guitars. So if you've been following our page, you've been seeing me posting a lot of posts with these guys, 920D Custom. Just to give you a quick brief what they are. So basically they're a company based in Arkansas in the States. We've recently partnered up with them and I've been using them for many years now. Even all my guitars have their kits installed. What they do is they provide with ready-made, handmade wiring solutions, okay, using top end quality, electronics and all that. What else do they have? They have loaded pick guards, so because basically we can get a pick guard for a Strat, for example, already loaded with pickups with their electronics and everything. They do wiring kits for Les Pauls, Ibanez's, Strats, Tellys. If you want custom wiring that you desire, that you want to do your own sort of wiring thing, they can do that for you. So what we've been discussing is that now Guitar Garage is the exclusive representative and the distributor for 920D in the region. So if you guys want anything from them, we're happy to be here and supply it for you and install it for you in the guitar. So next up, I've been talking to the guys. I've been talking to Ricky. He's the marketing director for the 920D. And that's when we established this, this partnership. And just after this intro, we have him and his colleagues, going to be on an interview with me. It's going to be online through Zoom, okay? And we're going to discuss, what is 920D, what kind of available kits they have. Probably they're going to showcase maybe one or two kits. And we're going to make this probably like a weekly thing. So like, each week, we will review a specific kit that they have. Maybe not on this show, but on our other show, the Strings and Gear show. So today, here we're just going to talk about, their history, what they are, who they do, who they are, and what's our business together. And then all the reviews and the kits, and we want to, showcase what they have is going to be on the other show, Strings and Gear. So also be, start following us on the other page. So I hope you're gonna like our new, let's call it a 920D / Guitar Garage series. Probably it's gonna be like a weekly or a bi-monthly thing. And very soon, probably and hopefully within a month, we're gonna be stocked up with their equipment and with their kits. So once they're in, I'm gonna announce it and. Let's get building. Let's put some decent stuff in your guitars, guys. Because one of the main things, the main thing that unleashes the full potential of your pickups and your sound is the proper electronics, and that's what we're going to discuss. Why is it important to upgrade your wiring to a more high-end wiring, for example? Because let's say you upgraded your pickups, you went to Seymour Duncan's or DiMarzios or whatever it is, but you still have your stock electronics, you're still choking, your pickups, you're not unleashing the full potential of it. So that's where they come in, because your electronics basically is the last thing that's going to come out of your guitar into your mixer or into your amp or into a front of house. So if you're choking your pickups, you haven't done anything, you haven't actually really did an upgrade to a guitar. So anyways, we're going to be back, they're going to be with us. I hope you enjoy what we're going to do and share the love, share our page with your friends, and let's keep this going. All right, guys. Hey guys, so today we have Jimmy Dodd from 920D. We have Ricky from again marketing director of 920D. Thanks guys for your time, and thanks for being with us on this call, and we're very excited to have this mutual understanding and how we're going to work together in the future, and how we can start bringing in top quality gear into this market, because we are really thirsty for you know, from wiring kits, pickups, and you guys have uncovered a lot of stuff from that aspect. So I would love it if you guys explain, you know, who's 910TD, who came up with it, when did it start, and just tell us your story, guys.
Well, thank you for having us, Sharif, and we're honored to be here, and we're looking forward to a long relationship with you guys.
Yeah, man.
920D started basically in my little workshop when I felt the need to modify my instruments. Back, you know, 2008, I was a broke, poor musician that needed better instruments than I had. So I had to learn how to modify, you know, my gear. And so it kind of was born from there. The guy that I was working for at the time was dabbling with selling stuff on eBay. And it kind of just came from that. You know, I was making modified loaded pick guards, modified wiring harnesses, and trying different push-pulls and all the different switches and stuff. So we kind of decided to throw up some loaded pick guards on eBay, and that was in 2008, and it's been getting larger ever since. And we've been really blessed to have a good following, good business, and good relationships throughout the world.
Nice. Quick question. 920D, what does that mean? How do you guys come up with that name?
It's kind of a letdown when I explain it to everyone. So the warehouse that we started in back in 2008, that was the address, 920 D Street.
Beautiful, man. I love it, man.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's sentimental. It's a little sentimental.
Yeah.
I tell everyone now it's my last name, you know, 920 Dar, but
nice.
really the address.
Nice. Again, like, what kind of wirings do you do? Like, what kind of guitars do you guys cover? And if someone or like a custom shop would need a custom wiring solution for a specific customer, you guys do that? Just let us know.
We run the full gamut. I was always a Strat player, so I, you know, fully covered all of the different tricks that you can do with a Strat. A lot of my friends had Tellys and Les Pauls, so I got into all of that, covered all that. But we've had many customers throughout the years just submit requests for whatever you can imagine. I mean, Dan Electros, stuff with Veritones, you know, old Gibsons with Veritones, and just about anything. As long as I have a picture of it, some measurements, and you tell me what you want the knobs to do, you know, we can do it. Yeah. So we've been doing anything from Strats and Tellys to you name it.
Nice. And who comes up with the, you know, wiring? It's like I want to do this kind of wiring for Strats, for example. Who comes up?
Certainly not me. I can tell you that. I don't know a whole lot about that. You know, being the marketing director, I don't. My expertise is certainly not the wiring. It's really just you, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, initially it was what I thought I needed for my guitars, and then hey, that works. So we'll you know, make a listing for that and see if they sell. Well, they did. And then so as we started becoming more popular, people would submit requests that were great. And so I would say now about half and half customer submitted requests have worked their way into our best-selling list. And then some of my original ideas from, you know, from forever have made their way into the list as well. So it's about 50-50 me and then 50% everyone else.
Yeah, that's nice.
If it's a good idea, we'll take it, we'll build it, and if it catches on, then we'll sell you one if you need one.
Nice. All right. Another thing that, you know, a lot of people here, and probably, you know, a lot of people over the world, wouldn't understand the importance of upgrading their electronics. Okay. And I know, for example, you guys use CTS and Burns for your push pulls, correct?
Yes.
Is it Burns or CTS as well?
Both.
Both, yeah. And you don't even use the standard CTS spots. You guys designed your own something, you know, this especially made for you guys, you know, based to your specs. So let's talk about, because
the thing is, I got at least 5 to 6 guitars a week. Okay, people want to upgrade their pickups. All right, and when I look at their electronics, for example, it's like they would bring in like a really nice Yamaha, for example, for a modification and a new, like, let's say, color change. And I'll do all that for them. I'll do all the upgrades. I'll change the nuts, tuners. But the main thing that people don't really upgrade is the electronics. So it's like you went and you got your Seymour Duncans or your your DiMarzios, but you left the wiring. You left your pots, you left your jack, you left your toggle switch, your caps. So explain why would a wiring, a high-end wiring, or like, for example, 920D wiring, how will that gain, or how will that add value to the overall sound? Because we want to show people that changing pickups, yes, it will change the sound of the guitar, but are you unleashing its full potential, or are you choking it? That's it. So again, that's something that we want to inform the public, either regionally here or even globally. What is the importance of looking at wiring? Should I upgrade pickups first, or should I do my wiring first? What comes first? So I'll leave that to you guys.
Well, this all came about from an experience I had with, again, some of my personal gear. I had a PV 412 cabinet that sounded great, okay? But one of my friends had the same cabinet, sounded better. So I'm like, what's going on, okay? So he tells me he took all the wiring out of that cabinet, the tiny little 20 gauge wiring. He took it out and he replaced it with 12 gauge or something. Yeah. And so I did my cabinet, a few days later, and lo and behold, it sounded more articulate, more powerful, clear, just better all the way around. So I learned back then that, it does make a difference. Better quality wire, heavier gauge, shorter runs, it all adds less resistance. So I carried that over into the guitar wiring, and that's why our wiring harnesses are so meticulously done.
Yes.
I'll hold this up here to the camera, but you'll see there's not a lot of excess wire. There's not a big bird's nest worth of wire. It's all short, it's all calculated. It's the highest quality wire, the highest quality components, whether they're CTS or Bourne's pots, highest quality switches. Everything's high quality, short runs, and so the least amount of resistance that you can do. So what does that do for you? Well, if you don't upgrade your pickups and you just change the wiring on stock pickups, you will hear a noticeable difference. Now, it's not like earth-shattering night and day, but it is a noticeable difference. Your pickups will be more articulate and clear. If you replace your pickups but not your wiring, you'll notice a difference. Pretty much the same thing. Seymour Duncan pickups, they've been making pickups since the 60s. They know what they're doing. They sound great. DiMarzio, all the pickup manufacturers that we work with, they all make great pickups, and they sound better than the stock pickups. But when you add replacement high-end pickups with replacement high-end wiring, you get the best of both worlds. Those pickups that you spend all your money on will sound the best that they can sound. They reach their fullest potential with our wiring, and so that's what we've been doing for over 10 years now, and it works great. And I have no qualms with saying that. It's going to make your wiring upgrade is going to make your guitar sound better, whether you have stock or
I agree.
upgraded pickup.
I think there's another thing to consider here as well. It certainly will make an audible difference. You will hear an audible improvement. Something that a lot of people don't initially think about, but they realize once they buy one of our harnesses that there's a huge tactile upgrade as well. Short of the strings and maybe the neck and the fretboard, your controls is really how you physically interact with your guitar. So whether it's the switches being higher quality or the potentiometers being a little bit smoother, one of the things we add in all of our gear, it's right here. It's called a pure tone output jack.
Yes.
If you ever
contacts,
Yeah, 4 contact points as opposed to really just the single one from the old school style jack.
Yeah.
If you've ever plugged into a pure tone output jack, you'll know it. There's a huge tactile experience, totally different, so I guess what I'm trying to say is, on top of the audible improvements, you're gaining the fit. It just feels better, and these components, they're going to last longer. You're not going to have to change them out as frequently or as regularly as you want stock components. So I think that's worth noting.
Yeah, I agree 100%. As an example, I have two strats. One of them, I started with the first version of the 7-way switching that you had, the one with the toggle, and I used the stock pickups, and immediately I heard a difference immediately. Okay? And then later on, I upgraded my pickups to a higher end pickup, and then it's a total different beast. You actually, when I turn up the volume, until, let's say I'm on 8, and from 8 to 9, there's no volume, but you get that extra gain, that's just that the old electronics were choking out. You get that little extra, boost from. So it's basically I understood that cheap electronics or low end or stock electronics, they don't cover the whole potential, or the whole, let's say, sound spectrum of a pickup. It probably just cuts off somewhere there, and it can't handle anything up above below a certain.
I like to think of stock and your typical wiring as it's like it's choking out the true potential your pickups can offer.
Good. So kits, what else do you guys do? So you say you have wiring kits. I think you have a couple of examples, so you can show us what do you guys have.
On top of just wiring, we offer, all kinds of control plates and stuff. So we have all the metalwork in house, and we have all that stuff, that goes along with all that. So we offer wiring harnesses, control plates like he has there. We don't have any loaded pick guards here in front of us, but we do a lot of loaded pick guards where we can give you a full, fully drop-in ready loaded pick guard. So you basically just got to drop your pickups in, maybe a ground wire or two, and you're good to go.
Yeah. So nice. What else? You guys picked up a brand of pickups that you said earlier?
Yeah. We just recently partnered with one of our. We partner with a lot of great pickup brands. DiMarzio, Seymour Duncan, Jimmy named a few of those. Lambertones is a relatively new pickup manufacturer that we've been working with. They're based out of the northwest corner of the United States here. We also, though, just now signed on with Fiesta Pickups, and they make some really nice Strat and Telly, and even some Les Paul, like some humbuckers and stuff now as well. So we've been working actually this week getting those loaded onto our website and getting all the configurations available. Yeah. So
I think you guys posted a couple of Fiesta pickups, and I even asked you, when you remember we had a chat a couple of days ago, and I said how do they compare towards, for example, Texas Specials? And you said you guys have a Fiesta Tumbleweed, something like this, Texas Tumbleweed.
Yes. So we did a direct A/B comparison with the Fiesta pickups, Texas Tumbleweeds, and the Texas Specials, which I think they're kind of really comparable. Mm-hmm. The first thing that struck us was the build quality of the Fiesta pickups. They use, and we noticed they used fiber bobbins as opposed to plastic. They had taped coils. What else was there?
It's all stemming back to our dedication to using the highest quality componentry and wiring available. And Fiesta pickups are made with the highest components, be it magnet or wire or bobbins. All of that is when we pick which ones that we want to use in our products. We pick the highest quality components, and so the Fiestas are made that way, and they compare very well to any other brand that we carry. They're right up there with them, and they just give us a good option for folks who want possibly a pickup brand that we don't carry. We'll have an equivalent in Fiesta that we can offer up. But they're great pickups. They're brand new 8-pound baby to the market, and you'll be seeing a lot more of them in 2021, and you'll be hearing them, and you'll notice a lot of people playing them. And that's what we're focusing on now is getting Fiesta pickups introduced to everyone. And hopefully, Sharif, you can help us introduce Fiesta pickups to the fine folks in Saudi Arabia there.
Yeah, 100%. And I already, spoke to a couple of guys, a couple of shops here. They're pretty interested because, again, we lack that kind of quality here in Saudi Arabia, and if anyone wants to buy a single pickup or, like, for example, a pot potential meters because he wants to replace his, he has to go either through online somewhere and pays a lot of probably to buy to buy, like, for example, a $10 $20 pot, for example, from online. I'm gonna spend like $20 shipping fee to get it here, so it's it's not really efficient, to buy online. So this is why I said, like, okay, we the guitarists and the repair like custom shops like mine, for example, as a community, we said, like, it's our duty to fix this gap and complete this gap here in Saudi Arabia, and this is why I said, like, okay, I'm gonna have to speak to my 20 guys and see what we can do. And then we just said, like, okay, let's do it. And it's like, all right, done. Yeah.
I applaud you though for that, because like you're exactly right. It is very expensive, the shipping on some of those things. We know it's not easy for just an end user, just a customer, to just buy one thing. So I'm grateful for this partnership where we can help you and you can help your people, around you.
Okay, and let's say, did I ask, like, for example, if I have a specific build that a customer wants with a specific kind of wiring, or do you do like specific one-off custom builds for a specific order, for example? So if any of my clients would want a specific sound or a specific wiring, would you is that something that available, like, custom made to order wiring kits?
Absolutely. That's what we built this business on, was people submitting their special needs, and and we will fulfill those orders. And occasionally we come across something like that turns into one of our standard offerings. So chances are, we've been at this long enough now, when someone asks for a specific custom wiring, we've already done it. Chances are, but it's just not one of the hundreds of listings that we have, but we've done it. We know what's up, we know how to do it, and we will take those orders on and fulfill them, and they're going to be a home run.
Yeah, it'll be held to the same high quality, high standard that we build everything else in our shop. So.
But that's how we built the business, was taking people's special requests, and then 1 out of 10 is a really something really cool that turns into a standard offering. And so after you multiply that times 10 years, and now a lot of our standard offerings are something that someone dreamed up, saying, I need this that does that, and we made it happen. And so now anyone can buy one. So that's what we look forward to, people submitting special orders like that.
Nice, guys.
It helps us.
Yeah.
Sure.
And so you guys operate only in the States? So you manufacture only in the States, or you have, like, you operate in other countries, or?
Well, it's just by proxy. We're in the States, so that's where the majority of our business is. But we have a lot of customers in Canada and Mexico. We have several customers in Australia. Now we hopefully are going to have several customers in Saudi Arabia. It's just as the business grows, as the word gets out, as our reputation becomes more known, we find that more and more people are ordering from different parts of the world, and the internet makes that easy.
Yes.
It's just like you mentioned before, though, the shipping costs and sometimes taxes and duties make that a little cost prohibitive. But hopefully we can establish some relationships with people that become possibly a distributor or something like that, where we can sell, for example, we'll sell you a big order, and then you can, spread it out there in Saudi Arabia amongst your friends.
100%. 100%. All right.
That's a goal of mine, is to get a distributor in every major populace, that I can. So hopefully we can help each other.
Yeah,
It's gonna
yeah.
be great.
And we have a huge, huge guitar community here in Saudi Arabia. I was shocked because when I started out here, I only had like a very, very small circle of clients I work with, a couple of musicians, a couple of guys that I maintain their guitars. And I didn't have a web page here in Saudi Arabia, and I didn't have an Instagram page or anything. And it's like, dude, you need to go public, man. And it's like, I'm happy where I am, so I have a couple of clients, and then word got out, and then I'm getting, like 2 guitars a day, 5 guitars a week, and I'm backlogged, man. So you don't want to see my room, man. And then when I opened my page and I started promoting it, man, it's like, I was blown away of how big this community is, man. It's like, text messages.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's huge. So this is I said, like, no, we need to grow, and there's a gap to fill, and we need to help this community really, really, really grow, and we want this kind of high-end hardware and electronics within the region. And the good thing about if like from Saudi Arabia, it's very easy for us to cater to the other neighboring countries. Okay? Like Dubai, Bahrain, Kuwait, Qatar. Because again, I lived in these countries, and I know that there are a lot of music shops, but again, most of them lack. They would sell equipment, but they don't sell pickups or hardware or maintenance stuff. And because again, there's this tax treaty between Saudi Arabia and the rest of the GCC. So again, if people want to buy from Saudi Arabia, there's no double taxing, okay? Because there's no tax. So again, that makes it more efficient, to operate from one country in GCC and to cater to the surrounding countries. And the shipping between us and the neighboring countries is not expensive. You're talking about if I want to ship a wiring, like one of your kits, for example, to Dubai, well, we're gonna spend like maybe like $7, for example, for like fast shipping.
That's like shipping here within the United States. Yeah, it's affordable. So that's good to hear, and that's exciting.
Yeah, so like when I say like neighboring countries, and you said the states, so basically the countries of the GCC is exactly like states.
Right.
Sure. Yeah, so it's just like one is called GCC, so it has all these Arab countries, and they're like states. So even locals can move within those countries without passports and everything. So it's like the same thing. So it's basically it's still like one huge local market. That's it.
Well, we need to have some products in that market then, don't we?
Yep, 100%. Yes. Very soon, and probably very soon we're going to be doing our orders, and we're going to be shipping your stuff into my shop out to the region very soon. Yeah.
That's great. I can't wait. Good.
All right, guys. Thank you for this segment. Let's say, or for this first video. Really need to thank you for your time and accepting that someone a small shop like mine to work with a company with the long history of wiring and wiring solutions for guitars. It's really something that I've been really looking forward to, and I loved it when I just sent a message to Rick, and it's like done, yes, awesome video, done deal. It was just like, are you guys serious? And I said like, yeah. He wants to grow his business in other countries. I want to fill this gap in this country or in this region. So again, it was like it's a win-win for all, for you guys, for me, and for the community. Yeah, and as I said, like I started a YouTube show with a friend of mine, or like my partner. This is where we discuss gears, guitar bios. We have a couple of segments where we discuss like maybe 2 to 3 topics. We would interview a musician, again, how he started music, blah blah blah, and his path in music. And we have like a segment that we do, like we review a piece of gear, like I mentioned earlier. So we would love to include probably each other episode, like we can come on a video and you can discuss one kit, for example, of a pickup, or if you have a video demonstrating your Fiesta pickups or explaining the loaded pick guards and kits, like a nice 5, 6, 7, maybe 10 minutes discussing absolute details from your end. I would love that, and that's also we can show the quality of the kits through our discussions moving forward on the other platform that we have, Strings and Gear. So I would love that to happen, and we can we'll do that. Yeah,
we'll find the time for that for sure.
Yeah, nice. All right, cool. Guys, do you have any questions? Guys, have anything to add?
I think we're good.
Yeah.
How long have you been playing?
Well, fixing a good couple of years. Playing, I started like 3 years ago. I'm no pro, right? I like to jam. I just
Great, isn't it?
Yeah, I just play for myself. I don't need to pay people. I got the guys here to jam with me, and we do this every weekend, And yeah, we do this every weekend, because I would rather sit with my friends here and jam and have a good time than just going outside in the traffic.
Sure.
Yeah, I would just rather chill here with guys, And yeah, I'm taking lessons. I have one guy from the community. He's really cool. He's helping me to play better. So yeah, I want to fix. I want to play music. I want to jam. I want to build. So I'm taking this really seriously here in the country, especially in GCC, in Saudi Arabia. And again, thank you for accepting us to be your let's say like your partner here in the region. And I'm sure that we're gonna fill this gap, and it's gonna be a successful journey for both of us.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
we're excited.
All right.
Thank you too. I'm glad you made contact. This is going to be great. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. So I just thanks. Thanks for your time, guys, today.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we're going to be in contact through email over the next period, and then we can discuss how we want to move forward when reviews. If you have any latest updates, share it with us. We will communicate it in our region through our pages as well. Treat my page, man, as your page, man. It's something that we want to grow together. I have a small follower base. I'm trying to push those the base, and I'm trying just to have my follower base very, very specific. I want guitarists, I want musicians. It's not. Yeah, it's open for everyone, but I really want it to be, people that are interested to understand more about guitars. This is why I post all my fixes and all my my repairs on Instagram, so people can see what's happening. It's not, hi, I have a guitar, I want to set it up, and I want it in half an hour. No, it's like, you watch, it's like basically a doctor performing an operation. You don't rush a doctor. It's like measurements, and you have to take every fret you need to calculate, and if you need leveling, it's a long process, which I love. I would kill 3-4 hours working on a setup or a repair, and I wouldn't even know. It's like, oh, it's 10.
Right.
Yeah, it's time to go bed. Yeah.
All right, guys. Love you to have you on the call. Thank you for joining us. Thanks, Rick. Thanks, Jimmy. Awesome stuff.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, and hopefully we will do this frequently and see you again and talk to you again soon.
Yes, sir. Sounds good.
All right, guys. Thanks.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the interview with Rick and Jimmy from 920D Custom. If you like the interview, please let me know in the comments below. If you want to add anything, if you want to comment, again, let me know. This is going to be a hopefully a long-term partnership between Guitar Garage, Strings and Gear, and 920D. Review their kits, any news, they're going to pass it by us, and we're going to tell you about it. Follow their page, guys. They're awesome guys. Check out their wiring kits, check out their webpage, and let me know your thoughts, guys. All right. So until next time, see you.